This is a post that was also in the Coffee with Carissa group. I will not mention the name, but you could find it in there if you're in there. And she just said, I'm filled to the brim with negative energy, thoughts, and feelings right now. How do I get rid or change this into positive vibes? And I gave some advice and some other people gave some really advice. So I wanted to share this with you in case you ever find yourself in a place of just feeling angry and feeling negative and feeling all of the yucky feelings that come with being human, which sometimes just happen almost inexplainably, especially if you are a little bit hormonal. It can happen. Other times something may have happened or someone might have said something that's just like triggered you into this spiral of negative thinking, and you really just want it to stop and you want to go back to feeling good again. The first piece of advice was from Angela Sanchez, who said, meditate. You need to give yourself permission and space. Find a guided meditation to help the voice inside you be silent. So that's a really good one. Sometimes you just need to meditate. However, I did want to mention something about that. When you are feeling very, very angry or frustrated, sometimes trying to just get rid of it straight away and silence it actually doesn't help, or it makes it worse because you're trying to bury it rather than face it. My piece of advice next was to journal. Definitely this is the thing that I go to every time I feel any kind of sense of negativity or anger, frustration, sadness. I want to know what it is that's causing it. So I'll grab pen and paper and I will write it all down. All of the thoughts, all of the feelings. Sometimes just sit and stare at the piece of paper until something comes out. Sometimes I don't know what it is right away and I can't figure it out, and I have to keep asking myself questions and answering them. Why do I feel like this? What has happened in the last couple of days that could have caused this? Or what happened this morning? Or what was I thinking about when I went to bed or woke up, etc. Really try and find what it is that's causing it. Writing it down also physically removes it from your brain and you can get it out of your head that way. It is a physical way to remove the thoughts. The next part is you do need to, and this is advice that I was actually given from my naturopath slash acupuncturist, and he liked this comment. Mark, in case you're watching it, he said you need to feel it and lean into it in order to move through it. So it's very similar to like facing a fear. You have to act on it. You have to like embrace it and feel it in order to allow it to remove itself from your being. And so sometimes when you are feeling angry, rather than immediately trying to get rid of it, feel the anger, acknowledge the anger, thank the anger, acknowledge the fact that you're human, and then just come back to being yourself. The lady that posted this commented again and said, I really feel like I'm in a danger zone. I haven't felt like this angry purposefully in years. I'm afraid. My blood is physically boiling. I'm so angry that I can't see straight. And so in that case, I was like, well, that's really angry. Like I can't remember being that angry. I don't get angry much at all in general, but definitely not recently. I haven't been that angry. And so then I gave this other piece of advice that I sometimes do if I'm really angry specifically at someone. Someone said something or done something that's made me really mad at them, but I don't want to like yell and scream and kick and be an angry person. I will still write it down, but I rage journal. So what I do is I grab a pen and paper and I will just yell at this person with my words, like fuck you and fuck this and fuck that, and just let all of the anger out, let all of the things that you would want to say to this person or to this situation out of your head. And once again, it's a way to release it. You can then destroy the paper if you want to, or you can just leave it there. It's up to you. And then that really helps you to lean into it and to feel it and to acknowledge the sensations. And once you've got that out of your head, you usually feel like this huge weight is lifted and it's amazing. You've said all the things that you wish you could say, and then you can come back to a place of love and gratitude. And I've found personally the best way to flip back into a state of feeling good is to think about something nice that you can do for yourself or something nice that you can do for somebody else. Sometimes when you are feeling really angry, doing something nice for yourself can sometimes still feel a little bit hard because you're not in a state of like relaxing and you're still thinking about all of the things. If you think, well, look, what's something nice that I could do for somebody else today that's just like a random act of kindness, and that usually immediately makes you feel better, and then you can go and give yourself some time after that, or the other way around, whatever works best for you. Sam also commented and said these are all things that work well for other people and are great suggestions, but ultimately you have to find what makes you satisfied and what helps you to relieve stress, turn negative energy into positive. Maybe it's working out, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's journaling, meditation, crystals, prayer, a bath, or a hot cup of tea or wine. Maybe it's watching trashy TV or losing yourself for an hour or picking up a book, writing a grocery list, or any list. Ultimately, whatever makes you feel happy, do more of that and do less of what doesn't. And I thought that was a really great piece of advice as well, because definitely what works for one person may not work for everyone else. else. That's personally, I shared what works for me, but if you've got anything else that you'd like to add, please comment or come into the group and share with us. And then there was another one that I liked by Hayley Vine, who said, why not just love it? Love the anger, embrace the feelings you feel. If you give them love and allow them to be, then the emotion will soften and show you why it's there, which is really, really powerful, because once again, you can't just solve something if you don't know the actual cause of it. So it's really important to lean into it and figure it out. Why are you feeling this way? And then what can you do about that particular thing? So I really hope that that helped. If you are feeling angry or you ever feel angry in the future, come back to these things, try it, come into the Coffee with Carissa group and let me know how you go with it, or if you have any other suggestions or tips that you'd like to share. And I'm sending you positive, happy vibes today.